Hello and welcome again. I haven't been doing anything for about a week. I've been busy doing other things and stuff. Anyway, I have made a couple of these wee boxes in the past, and I had. Well, I'm just trying to find one. And I had said to you, the viewers, if anybody knows where you get these wee hinges in a bigger size, to drop me a line and let me know. So, uh, someone did, and I got onto the woodshed and they got them in. Now these come in 100 mil, that's just the 100 mil, and you can get an 80 and you can get a 60, and then that one's, I think it's 50. I just check that. I think it's a 2 inch thing. Uh, 50 mil. Because they're a great wee box for making wee boxes, and having a wee snap lid on it, and you can open it. So I thought it would look good if you made a bigger one. So hence the bigger hinge, and that's what we're going to do today. Uh, so I have a piece of spalled beech here from my log pile outside, and I'll just bring the cameras round to the. Let's see where we are. So we've got a bit of spalled beech, and this is just a block that was sitting, and I just lifted it. It's not even squared up or anything. It's just roughly cut on the bandsaw. It's 2.5 inches deep, and it's about 5.25 wide. So I reckon I'll be taking some off that because there's a bit of pulkiness to the outside of the end grain here. When I cut it on the bandsaw to get a lid for it, it came alright, alright. It looks okay. So it should turn okay. So I just stuck two glue blocks on it to get it in the chuck and let me get the bottom formed, and a spigot, a recess, or a tannin here on the bottom. I like to use a tannin for the simple reason that I find it easier to work with, and when you put it in the jaws, it grabs. The jaw grabs around it. Recess. If you have any weakness in the wood at all, I was watching a video at the weekend there, and a guy was turning a bowl, and he had a recess in it, and he doesn't turn a lot of bowls, and he does more metalwork stuff on a metal lathe. Very good, but he had a recess, and Uh, he was cleaning the inside of the bowl with a big scraper, and he got a catch, and it just pulled it straight out of the jaw, and the recess snapped, breaking it out, and he had to glue it back in again. Uh, no harm done, but I like to do it that way. Everybody has their preference, and I have mine. So I have two pieces here. This is going to be the lid. Glue block and all stuck on it. Uh, it's well stuck on. Shouldn't be any more mishaps of pieces flying off. Safety is a main concern. You want to be safe in your shop, and I've seen a number of people doing a number of things, including myself, and you tend to learn from them and not try not to do them again. If you say to somebody don't do that, it's like waving a red flag to them, and they want to go ahead and do it. Right, so I'm going to round this over and put a foot on it, which is a tannin. Okay, so we'll start this up. I have my bull gouge here, And that's just, I'll just bring it back up to 930. It's a wee bit over 940. Okay, so we'll get a wee bit of this turned away. And I just want to take small bites of the timber. And this is a draw cut or pull cut, if you want to call it that. And where you position yourself is quite important, because you don't want to be moving your feet once you start into the cut. You want to be in a good position so that you can use your body by leaning forward and swaying on your hip, and then that'll give you the swing you need without having to move your feet or arms. I'm not moving my arms at all, I'm just moving my body. I'll stop that and move the tool rest. That's going to be nice. So why am I moving the tool rest? I want to get the rest of this in, so as that's coming around here, I want to bring the tool rest in as close as I can get it. You don't want to be hanging over the tool rest with your tool like so. You want to be nice and close to it, and believe me, if you are hanging over and you get a catch, what'll happen, I'll pull the tool up like that there and it'll go flying out of your hand if you're lucky and don't hit you. So again, just take wee bits. There you can see we're coming round now. There's only a wee bit here to bring in. We're totally round there, totally round that side. So those two wee bits there. This is where this piece wasn't cut square, it was just roughly cut. This pass should bring it into the round. Excuse me. I'll just clear the bottom face of this up. Okay, so that's that formed. So, but I'm hoping I'm able to get a nice cut on it here. So, with the speed turned up, I should be able to get a clean, nice clean cut. Choking here. Right, I'm happy enough with that shape. So, we'll get it sanded. Oh God, it's choking. Seeing you haven't done any turning for a couple of days, slightest wee bit of dust gets to you. So we'll give us a wee turn. We'll get the sanding onto it. A wee bit of axe. Okay, that'll do that. I was thinking it was going to be very small, but it's not. Okay, when you're marking uh, the size on this, you only want to engage one leg of this caliper. If you point the two in, it's going to come flying towards you, and believe me, you don't want that sticking in you. So turn this lathe on. Roughly position your thing on the tool rest and insert that one side, and you see there it's just missing it, so I need to come in a wee bit on this side, and that lines up. I have made this a wee bit big because I want it to be a nice fit on it. I don't want it to be loose, and I'm a wee bit tight on it. It's too big, so we'll knock a wee bit off it. Your piece comes up beside, but I'm not going to do it in this one because I like the look of that rim around the piece of wood. So and that'll look well when it's on with the lid. Right, okay, I'm happy enough with that. So this is going to be more inside size, so and you don't just mark encroach on it. Plus, it gives you somewhere to start the gouge, and won't skate back on you as you pick the cut up. Just stop it a wee minute and have a wee look at this. Just want it almost there. I think that'll sand, so I'm just going to leave it there. I think that'll sand that wee bit. There's not a lot in it. So you want the inside of the ring and the inside of the wood to be nice and level, and that is almost there. It just needs to be sand. Now I can get that with a sandpaper. So we have still a wee bit to go in the bottom of this. We'll get our wee depth gauge and bring that over to see where we are. There's still a good ½ inch to come out of the bottom of this, so we'll get back into the bottom and take the rest out with the bulkheads. I just just going to increase the speed up to 2000 RPMs. Just a wee bit more. There's a wee ridge there. We get a wee bit of polish on that, and wee cracker. There is a wee crack just on that. I'm going to put a wee taste of glue in it. Squeeze it in with my finger. I thought I could feel something clipping my finger as it went round. Spray a wee taste of accelerator on that. I'm gonna hit that with accelerator while I'm pressing that shut. Just need to give that a wee sand. That should be it. Yep, that'll do. So that's the first part done, and that's just nice with the inside. We have our second piece. Now this wee bit's a wee bit ropier looking, so I'll have to decide what's the best side for this. I'm going to have to put a sort of a recess in here undercut the lid. Right, I'll take a wee bit more off this outer bit just to clean this up. There's a fair bit of tear out there, and just on the end grain. I turn the speed up. The wood's that soft. When you can just take too much. Right now, that's just nice. I need to draw a line around that. Where's my pencil? To mark my inside. Okay, so that's my inside line there. I'll just put that in. All I'm going to do is sand this up and see what it's like when it's sanded. And then we can turn it around. I can't do anything till I really turn it around and do the top part. I'm just trying to get a feel for what this is going to end up like. Is that a crack or is that a line? To remove this wood block. Looks like I'm making a new lid. too loose. Cancel. The marker center or inside circumference. Okay. Right. We don't have a lot of timber. I don't think I can do with that. Right, we need to take a bit off this anyway. Right, if that was just shy of the front. I think that would do. Right, I need to fix this inside. There's not an awful lot of timber left here, guys. I might have been wasting my time with this piece. That's the wrong bit. Right. That's nice and flush. That's nice and flush. Well, I could leave that inside flat, but then I don't have anything to chuck it with. It'll be a glue block, I'm afraid. So I'll sand this up. See what happens. Pull that out of the way so you can see. It's not a great bit of timber. I'm thinking changing the angle of this. We'll see when I get the hinge on temporary what it looks like. So there's the first bit. Not come off nice. So what do you think? Do I bevel that up or put a wee curve in it to make it match, or do you think that looks too square and flat? I think it looks too flat for my liking. I would take a wee bit off it while I still can. I'll be using that one again. So I'm thinking if I just put a wee curve in, I'm going to use the scraper here just to. Right, we'll stop and have a look at that with the lid on. I reckon if I brought that right up to the bottom of that, yeah, I think that would work. That'll work, Paul, because the way the hinges, the bottom part of the hinge sits on this, I would have had a wee recess to knock out of this. So this has worked out well, me taking this away. So I only need to take a wee bit more away. That should be, keep it uniform. Oh, that's lovely. Just where I want it. Yes. That was a plan. Oh, I must say, Paul, you're good at this. Right. I need to sand that. Just a wee bit of Yorkshire grit to finish that off. Boot off. Just bring that over and put the lid on. Oh yes, I like. Do you like? Just a wee bit of tape will probably do the job. Just keep it on the edge of that. Just be careful you don't expand it too much and end up with a crack. What we can do now, this is where marking your center hole comes in. If you ever marked your center hole in your tenon or spigot or recess, whatever you want to call it, you can line that up and then just give it a wee tweak. Break's sake, Paul. I just broke the end of that. Well, that's that ruined. I have to make a new one. Okay, guys, we're left off yesterday. I had a wee bit of a mishap with the end of this, and I was just going to let it be. But I sat and thought about it. I could actually take a wee bit off this. I'm trying to make it better. So you can just see it there. There's a wee gap where a wee bit fell out. I think it fell out more to do with the spalting where it had gone bad. So what I thought I would do would be reduce this and recut it again, and then that'll take that away and save me from scrapping the piece, because it's a nice piece, and apart from the RV bits of cracks in it, it's alright. So that's what I'm going to do, and it should turn the door light. So what we'll need to do is to reduce throw that out of the way. Just reduce this here and then reform it. So see what that's like. Right. Not quite down yet. Still a wee bit to go. And you can hear it as the tool skips over. And I think I got it. No hole there. No hole in this side. Okay. So we want to introduce our office. And we'll just do it a bit at a time and get this fitted again. This here. That's nice. That's just lovely. It's nice and tight, sitting down, it's nice and flush. Okay, I'm happy with that. We'll sand that again. If you can see this wee bit in the hinge, I don't know whether you can see it or not. You see the two wee prongs that's sitting up? Just here? Well, they're hitting the bottom of this, so that needs to go down a wee bit more. Because every time you lift the hinge up, it lifts the bottom part of the hinge off the recess. So I'll take, yeah, that's very good. So we'll just finish sanding that. Okay, I'm happy enough. Right, we'll just get a wee bit of sand sealer on that then. And oh, I'm knocking you all over the place there. Right, that's just nice. A wee bit of wax just on the bottom of that. Okay, so that's that done, and I'll just take it off here and have a quick look at it. It looks okay. That's the hinge fitted back on. On our lid. You can see those two wee lips that jut down there, see them? Off the hinge. So they're sitting on the base of the wood. If you did allow for that, if I hadn't put that slight curve in that, it would be putting pressure on every time you open the lid for it to prise itself off. And so that's something to look out for if you come across these hinges. So all we need to do is remove the foot in this. This is where I broke this yesterday. Trying to do this. And I don't know. I don't know if I should try it again or not. But you know what? God loves to try. We'll just try again. Right, I know. Just stop there, Paul, first. take that off. I'm going to put that wee bit of padding in so it doesn't mark the bottom. And this was where I was saying about marking your center hole on your tenon. Always mark it, and then you're left with a reference point where you can center this. I'm just waiting for this cracking again. Just back that off a wee bit. Seeing it did back it off a wee bit, I'm just going to wrap a wee bit of tape around it just to hold it, because it's not very tight on it. So this wee bit of tape will help keep it where it is. Just hold that there while I took the foot off. I don't know if I'm going to take the whole foot off or just leave it a wee bit. We'll make a decision in a wee second. Let's see what this is like. We'll just remove it. And just stop that and check it's flat along the bottom and it's not resting on a wee bump. That looks alright. I was worried about that because there was along that black line you can see here. That's where the spalting is, and that's where that bit of a crack is too. I just ease the tailstock back there a wee bit. See if we can cut the rest of this off. Well, it's off now. That's that. We'll give that a quick sand. I think I just had enough yesterday when I had to remake the lid, and my head wasn't thinking right about reducing the height of that top to take that hole away. But I had sat and thought about it last night, and me, I can probably take that away and make it useful. So just a wee taste of wax. Do 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 do. Right, okay. We'll just give that a wee buff. And that's that done. Just want to check that again. Yeah. There we are. Off you come. Any holes or bits missing? Nope. No mishaps today. So we'll bring you back around. So there you are, guys. That's it, finished. I'll stick the pieces together later. I want to use that. I've only one hinge, so I want to use that as the template to make a couple of the other ones. As I said, I'm going to make a couple of out of different types of wood. No more spalled for the day. I don't have any anyway. So I just wanted to share that with you, and I'm adding it to the video because where I left the video of last night, I was adding in the video, and I was just going to go with just as it was. So this morning I came out there, and I've just made it right, and that's the finished piece. So it is a finished piece, and there's no discrepancies anywhere apart from that wee crack, and that's part of the character of the piece. So I'm just happy enough to leave it at that. So thanks very much for watching, and we'll catch up later. Bye.